to all of you wonderful folks. Hi, Kathy. Welcome in. Who else do we have? We have Karen. Hello to you. Hi, Yvette. Welcome in. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. I have the air on. Hi, Denise. Welcome in. Thank you for being here today. Hi, Pen. Welcome in, everybody. Just in the nick of time, I went to sit down and I noticed that it was 6 o'clock, so I went ahead and turned it all on. I went click, click, click. It's time to go live. So, yeah. Hello, Kathy. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, Steven. How are you guys? I have the new glasses, guys. Look, you're not seeing the ring light. You actually can see my face. How nice is that? I love it. So good. Just going to give it a moment for my computer to load. And then we will go ahead and get started. Let me make sure that my computer doesn't like blast off the moment I go to click in. Let's see. Just give me one moment. Okay, I made sure it's muted. All right. Hello, everyone. Just give it a moment. I'm going to show you guys the other pair. I got 2 pairs of glasses. I really wasn't a fan of plastic frames, but for some reason when I went to go try these on, I'm like, yeah, my IQ, I just feel like I got smarter all of a sudden. And I love that for you and for me and for us. So, yeah. All right. Just to recap so that you guys know, I recently went to the eye doctor and I found out that my eyes actually improved. So the glasses that I did have on, I really couldn't see much because they were too strong, you know? Anyway, I'm going to take these off and I'm going to show you the wireframes. I did pick up 2 pair. It's so nice we do it twice. So I can't see anything, and then now I can see again. Here are the wireframes, the anti-glare, the whole, you know, all of that. So I got a pair of each, plastic and wire. Gotta tell you, I'm a fan of the plastic frames. I'm a new fan. I'm a new fan of the plastic frames. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these back on. I'm really into this. I'm really into it. I love it. It's so good. Anyway, I have the Sin City mug, guys. Sin City, Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. At least that's what they say. I've never been. I hear it's hot. Anyway, Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut coffee, caramel macchiato creamer. If you haven't tried that, you got to try it. So good. Hi, Colette. Welcome in. Hi, Sugar. Hi, Denisha. Sorry, I don't mean to slurp, but it's really, really hot. And I don't want to just drink it, you know, as if I'm drinking water. Anyway, guys, every now and then you guys may see me pepper in the glasses. I like to let my eyes breathe. And now that I can actually see with the glasses, I may be inclined to wear them more often. Okay. Hi, Donna. Welcome in. And anyone else that I may have missed, thank you guys so much for coming in. I know, guys, it's summertime. It's hot outside. It's a Tuesday. We could be doing a million things. Thank you guys so much for taking some time out of your day to come and pay me a visit. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Hi, Helen and Shirley. Welcome in. Hi, Tina T. And I did notice there were a few people in here from Russ's Live. Thank you so much for being here. I met a lot of new faces that night. I really haven't gone on panel in such a while, but it was nice to go up there for a little while. It takes some getting used to go up there, but yeah, it was fun. Anyway, guys, those are the glasses. And for those of you guys that haven't been here on a Tuesday before, it is Taco Tuesday. Take a challenge on Tuesday. And I can't remember how many weeks we've been doing this, maybe 7, not sure. But the way this goes is we start off the hour with showing the makes from last week. We talk about those and all the things. And then what we do is we take suggestions and we feed the beast, but there's going to be a change. I'm going to announce that in a minute. And then we choose the new challenges for the coming week. So, huge hi and hello to every person. Hi, Becky, and thank you. It's week number 7. Week number 7. Love that for us. So, one of the changes that I'm instituting, if you haven't noticed, the jar looks a little different. I've upgraded the jar. We are now using index cards because I'm telling you the Post-its get stuck. When I go to make my choice, sometimes we pick more than one and I don't like that. So we have index cards. All right. The way that we're going to do that, well, let me show you. How many makes did you guys complete for the week? If it's none, it's fine. How many have you attempted, right? Sometimes we start them and we just can't finish them because we run out of time. You know? I got to tell you, it's been a challenge this week for me. It's been rough. The weather's been nice. I've been outside. I've hugged some trees. I've walked barefoot in my grass. I had a really nice time just being outside soaking in the sun. So I get it, you know? Every once in a while, we need to put the hook down and go breathe outside, you know? So anyway, I'm so embarrassed to show you my Ami, but I'm going to show it to you guys anyway. Hi, Snowy Cat. Welcome in. It feels like we just saw each other last Tuesday, right? It's fine. Anyway, I'm just going to show you my taco and get it over with because, listen, you guys know it's hit or miss with me with Amis. Like, I can either really hit it out of the park or it's a complete fail. My taco had safety eyes, but I didn't put them on right. I can't get them to snap shut, so my taco does not have a face. It's literally a taco. All right, so I've given myself grace. And listen, I can't see you, so feel free to laugh away on your side of the screen. I'm completely okay with it because, trust me, I've had some laughing fits of my own looking at my own work. So I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm going to show you my taco. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here's my taco. You guys ready? Here's my taco. Go on with it. It's fine. Laugh away. This is my taco. I mean, in all actuality, it does look like a taco, right? I was hungry when I did this. I'm like, if I wanted to eat a crochet taco, what did I want it to look like? This is it. So if I let it go, it's going to fall apart. Because when you eat a taco, what happens when you let the taco go? It falls apart, right? So I wanted it to kind of represent like what a taco looked like. So let's break this down. I mean, I'm not too proud. Listen, you guys know I'm not a professional Ami crocheter. You know what I mean? But doesn't it look like food? It looks like food to me. I like it. Right? Anyway, let me just open it up. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Look. It looks like a taco should if it was made out of yarn. Like, we have the little cheesies and we have the lettuce bits and then we have the ground beef, which I did like a whole long chain and I scrunched it up. And then we have the tomato bits. And then we just stuff it and fold it because our tacos all supposed to be like perfectly, you know, symmetrical and things. Hi, Jess, welcome in. But yeah, so there's my taco. And you know what? I think what I might do just to kind of like save the project, I may put a safety pin in the top to like hold the food in the taco. It's not bad, but like I said, I tried putting eyes on it. It fell off. So anyway, I gave it effort. I tried. So anyway, me too. I am craving tacos. For some reason, I don't want Taco Bell though. I want like an authentic like taco joint where they have like rice and things. Anyway, So yeah, all right. There's the first one. The second one here, okay, I have to tell you about the second one. All right. Well, first, I went ahead. The 4 challenges were a taco Ami. Then we were supposed to do something using patriotic colors. And then we were supposed to do a mile a minute, something representing mile a minute. And then we were supposed to do a beach bag, right? So here we go. The next one is my take on using patriotic colors. But I double dipped because I used the mile a minute. So here goes. Not a single N has been sewn in. If you know me, you know how my N's are. Hi, Jax. Welcome in. So, yes. This is my little baby blanket mile a minute. And you know what? To be honest with you, the little N's, they could just play with it. You know what I mean? They just do this with it. It's fine. It's nice. It's for the house. So anyway, mile a minute. I did just 3 little panels for the baby blanket. Red, white, and blue. Okay, I got a secret. Listen, it wasn't supposed to be a baby blanket. I was supposed to make like a big bag with this, like a big project bag. Look, the idea originally was supposed to be 3 panels, fold it in half, sew it up the sides, make a handle. But look how big this square is. This cannot be an oversized project bag. It didn't sit right. So I said, you know what? We're just going to unfold it. It's going to be a baby blanket. It's 36 inches long by 24 inches wide. Is it the ideal size? No, but nothing ever is. So anyway, I did a back loop to back loop, single crochet along the sides to join it in blue. Hello everyone, welcome in. Hi Tasha. And so we have micro fringe. Think vintage, but yet modern at the same time. So we don't have all the fringe. We just have some fringe, micro fringe. Anyway, I will clip the ends. I will do something with it because seriously, the red, white, and blue is gorgeous. I didn't follow a pattern. I just did my own thing. And there's that. Okay? So, project number 2, down the booby hatch. Oh, thank you for being a member. I really do appreciate you. You know what, Yvette? You're right. She's saying I should have done 2 panels and did the things. And I thought about that, but then I said, why this other panel? I don't want it to go to waste. Like, you know, so anyway, in the 13th hour, I made like a last minute decision. It's fine, right? Hi, Overly. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. All right. The next one I have is my beach bag. And guess what, guys? I did not finish it. I didn't finish it. But I'm going to show you my progress on it. I used Peaches and Concrete. I started this on Russ's Live the other night. And the colorway name is Happy Go Lucky. I used a cone. All right. Here's the yarn. Happy Go Lucky. And this is how much yarn I still have left. I'm going to finish this. And I'm going to show it on the podcast episode, like the next one, since I don't have it finished now. Have some tacos, roommate. Well, thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. We all love a good taco, don't we? Anyway, Peaches and Concrete, right? We love Peaches and Concrete. Make sure that you have powder and you use lotion and ointment, because even the tips of my fingers were getting numb after a while. So just be very wary of like how rough this is using it like for a long extended period of time. Okay. Anyway, here's I have a name for this. I like to name things when I can because I'm really bad at naming things. Anyway, in Delaware, we have beaches down on the eastern shore. We only have 3 beaches. Well, 3 known beaches, right? We have Lewis Beach, we have Rehoboth Beach, and we have Bethany Beach. And so those are like the 3 big ones. And this is my Bethany mesh beach bag. So I'm calling it my Bethany beach bag. And so that's what it's looking like so far. I'm loving it. It's so nice. So I have my little square on the bottom, all single crochets, and then all like twins in a stitch, twins inside the twins. And I'm doing like 5 rounds of twins inside the twins, and then just like 2 rounds of single crochets in every stitch to kind of really like hold it in. That's literally it. I'm just going to repeat it until I get to like a bag size, and then I'm just going to crochet handles on it, and that's it. And it's for the house. I'm going to use it when I, for when I go to the beach. And that's it. I'm just going to put like my swimsuit in it, my towels, nothing too heavy that'll like pull down, just lightweight stuff, And this one cone is going to be more than enough. I'm not going to need a lot. So yeah, and I'm using my 6mm US letter J hook. Very, very nice. So that is project number 3. Project number 4 is the mile a minute. Now, the one that you just saw was for the patriotic colors. The last one that I have here is mile a minute, but I made a scarf. And I've shown it before, and I told you guys that I was going to show it again. So here we are, I'm showing it again. And hopefully it didn't get caught on my stand-wood. Let me see. There we go. This is gorgeous. This here I am going to write a pattern for because I want everybody to make all the things. Look at how beautiful that is. That's gorgeous. I mean, even if you don't like brown, the way that these colors are laid out, gorgeous. Love this. It's 4 shades of brown and black. It's so pretty. I love it. Anyway, what I'm going to do is give the recipe for this particular panel and then tell you how many to make a blanket. And that's it. Because I want this in a blanket. And I'm sorry, the microphone might pick up some static or whatever while I do this, but this is literally it. I'm loving this. This is so good. Right? Mile a minute scarf. We have the micro fringe. I told you guys before I was going to cut it off, but I didn't have time. So I will cut this off at some point. So that's it. Those are my 4 challenges. I'm not too proud to say that I didn't really give every single one 100%. We've been busy and it's summertime, We got to give each other grace. So, yeah. And that's kind of the reason why I'm even doing these challenges, because think about it. Like, if we always have these like big projects, we're not going to want to crochet anything else. But if we have these little projects that are fast, fun, easy, and quick, well then, yeah, we're not going to lose our Crojo, Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate your support of 5 months, and thank you for the compliment. I do like this a lot. It's so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very handsome, right? I just love it. I know it's a little forward to say, but this is very handsome looking. I do like this, but that doesn't negate the fact that, anybody could wear this. Male or female, doesn't matter. Anybody can wear this. Literally anybody. But it's gorgeous. Love it. Okay, so let me move the makes out of the way and take a swig of the coffee. How are all of you guys? I mean, I'm just going on a mile a minute over here and not even addressing you guys. How are all of you guys? It would look great in shades of pink. Of course you would say that. Of course you would say that. Oh. I got a cough. Sorry. The coffee went down the wrong pipe. I apologize. Anyway, yeah, Sin City mug. We're doing all the things. You just had supper? Love that for you. Love it. But yeah, about this taco, guys. I mean, like I said, I don't really do many Amis, but not bad. I did like a literal taco, right? Maybe 5 shades of purple. But you know what? I actually really like the brown tones. I have it in Caron 1 pound. I figured why not use it? Anyway, there's that. So, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take some time and reach out to you guys. What kinds of projects would you like to see in the jar for next week? Now, as I mentioned, I sat here for the better part of an hour and I rewrote all of the tickets that we previously had in here, making sure there were no duplicates, also making sure that nothing we've already done is in the jar. So everything that's in here is all new. Nothing is repeated, so on and so forth. So from here on out, what we're going to do is I have a pad and paper right here, and we are going to write down your ideas. And so long as it's not in the jar, I will add it after the fact using the 3x5 cards. Okay? So I did my homework today. I know Kim will be super, super proud of me. Is Kim proud of me? Notions, pouch, makeup bag. Oh wait, let me get my, hold on. I gotta get the things. So proud. Well, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. I feel like I get an A+. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna stare at the camera and I'm gonna write down all of the things, okay? I have my pen, I have my paper. Okay, so Beth says a t-shirt. Hello to Beth. What else do we have? Christmas wreath. Wreath, okay. A tablet sleeve. Complete a crochet kit. Ooh, in a week? Well, all right. Complete a crochet kit. A Christmas item. Ornaments. Okay, gift bow. What's with all the Christmas in July? I love it. Bookmark. Okay, actually, I know that. Snowy Cat, I know that's in the jar for today. Washcloths. Okay. Hi, Darth Mom. Welcome in. Eyeglass case. Okay. Wristlet. Okay. A Christmas tree. Really, Rochelle? Okay. Christmas tree. Hey, there's no idea too big or too small. Let's see. A fidget sleeve. Okay. Hi, Trish. Welcome in. Huge hugs to you. Hello, everybody coming in. Welcome to Taco Tuesday. Water bottle cover. Okay. Okay. Lisa says a fidget toy. Okay. Hi, Susan K. Welcome in. A mug rug. Donica, guess what? That's in the jar. I wrote that in today. I wanted that in there. Scrunchies. Really, Jess? Okay, it's on the list. Slouchy beanie. Okay. I love these. Finish a whip. Oh, that's good. Finish whip. That's a great challenge. A mug wrap. Okay. Halloween things. Okay, Halloween. Funny. Look at me. I'm reading the comments off the cuff. I need to learn to not do that. Something for back to school. BTS. Back to school. Okay. Placemats. Renee, guess what? It's in the jar. I promise. I wrote that in today. Pet toys. Okay. Good idea. Fall decorations. Okay. Decor for fall. Okay. Use only yarn from a, hold on. What is it? Use only yarn from a scrap ball sack. I love that idea. Scrap ball project. Love it. That's such a good idea because I have lots of bags of balls. A summer tank. Okay. Let me see. A toy hammock. That's a really good one too. Toy hammock. My mom's got all these stuffies. I can make a hammock and that's very, practical. A book cover. Diane. Hi, Diane. That's actually in the jar. I wrote that in earlier. Hi, Jan. A gnome. Okay. These are great ideas, guys. Amazing. Thank you so much for these great ideas. A bath poof. I don't know how to crochet that, but you know what? We have YouTube for that. So let's do bath poof. P-O-U-F. A wall hanging. Hi, Candace. Wall hanging. Okay. A movie you love item. Okay. Or like create a make that represents your favorite movie. A movie make. Okay. That's a great idea, Connie, and hello to you. Recycled yarn project. Becky, guess what? It's in the jar. I did that. Love that. A clock with mechanism. Okay. There's no idea too far out there. No idea too big or too small. Something C2C. Okay. A plant holder. Okay. It's funny that you mentioned that because I ordered macrame yarn and it came in today from Amazon. A rose muff. Okay. A Kleenex cover. Okay. A taco salad. Why not? We had a taco this week. Taco salad. Okay. Taco salad. Listen, this is good. A vest. It's in the jar. I promise. I wrote it in there. A hanger cover. Okay. Hanger cover. Set of reusable makeup removers. Okay. Makeup removers. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure some of you guys know what that is. Makeup removers. Okay. Include novelty yarn. That's great. Novelty. I hope we don't get it, but I'm not a fan of novelty yarn, but I have it. And it would be great to use it and get it out of the house. So I get it. A dream catcher. That's great, Kathy. Okay. Granny square shorts. Really, Susan? Granny square shorts. I can't believe I'm writing this down. A charity make. Okay. Charity make. Makeup removers. A small cotton circle or square. Thank you, Trisha. I appreciate that. Because you know me. Clueless in Cleveland over here. A wind spinner. I think we had that last week, but I'm going to write it down again. Let me see. A dog bone. Okay. The things you guys come up with, I think it's amazing. A plant hanger. Okay. Hi, Tammy. An Ami plant. Okay. I've never done one of those, but didn't Krista from the Secret Yarnery do one? I think she did a plant a while ago. An Ami plant. Okay. Yes, if I start wearing makeup, we need to have a... Yeah. How do I even respond to that? A garden flag. Okay. There are a lot out here. Okay. Keychain. Let me write that. Keychain. Worry worms. Okay. I've never seen that, but you know what? There's always a first. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob. Okay, hold on. I need to take a sip. Beth, I'm with you. Did you see my taco? Hideous. Listen, my taco is nothing to be like writing home about. So I'm with you. Not all of us can do Amis, and that's fine. We do the best we can, you know? Amusing favorite cartoon character. Okay. Yep. Cartoon character. Tennis shoe slippers. Okay. A landscape picture. Okay. How about a bookmark? Myra, that's in there. Actually, it's in the jar. A gingerbread man. Okay, that's interesting. I haven't seen that one before. That's a great one. Hi, Kendall. An alphabet letter. Okay. A rug. Okay, a rug. How about a bookmark? Myra, guess what? It's in the jar. We have it in there, I promise. Okay? It's in there. Promise. A soap bag. A bikini top. Are you kidding me? Yes. I better see JK. There'd be no way I'd pull that out of the jar and actually do it. I'd be like, that's for y'all. I can't do that for me. Let's see. Let's see. Just say no to bikini, right? Glasses holder tray or case. We have the case in there, Crochet Jojo, and hello to you. Pink flower granny. I'm gonna write it in there just to keep the peace. Okay. A birthday garlands. Okay. All right. Crossbody phone carrier. That's actually in there. We have a crossbody bag and a crossbody phone carrier in there. Coffee mug cozy. Done. Got that. Okay. So let me show you my list so far. This is all the ideas that I got from you guys for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross-check and make sure that none of these are in there. And then I will add these using these. I'll fold them into 4s and then we'll go forward from there. Okay? So a couple things I want to tell you guys. Hi, Brenda. Welcome in. So happy to have you here. Thank you so much for being here, Brenda. Tell Kona I said hi. Okay. So here we go, right? Couple things that I added to the jar that I feel like I need to tell you guys. So first, I did elemental challenges. So in here, we have cards that say element challenge. You have air, earth, fire, and water. So you're creating makes representing one of the elements, okay? So I added that to the jar. We also have seasonal challenges where you're creating a make that reminds you of like spring, winter, fall, you know, all of that. So we have seasonal ones. What else did I add? I have maxi challenges. So in this jar, we have 3 maxi challenges. Here's the thing about the maxi challenges, and I will make sure to put this in the post tab after this is over, okay? So here's how the maxi challenge works. If we pull out a maxi challenge card, if you create the make and you post it in my community post, you know how people take pictures and post there? Taco, JTYA, your name will get put onto a card for drawing for a prize. So we have 3 maxi challenges. I can't tell you what they are, but on the card it will have maxi challenge. So you create the make within the week and you post on my post tab, in the community tab, with the picture of your make, and your name will get put into a jar for a prize. Okay, but you have to post it before the next Taco Tuesday. So like, you know how I went on tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? By the time I go live, it should already be posted. Anything after the time that I go live, it doesn't count, okay, for the prize. So let me just go ahead and shake, and I feel confident that I can shake this and nothing will stick. So good. So as usual, I will pick 4. We're gonna pick 4 each time. I really like that number because it gives us choices. Is the community tab only on mobile YouTube? I'm not exactly sure. And by the way, if you can't post there, guys, I will also accept your submission in Juan the Yarn Addict and Friends Facebook group. If you're a member of that group and you want to post there instead, my admins and I will be on the lookout. Just make sure to use that hashtag, hashtag JTY or Taco JTYA. Okay. So Taco JTYA, make sure to use that so I can find it. Hi Patsy, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Taco Tuesday. All right, so again, I'll make sure to put all the things out there so you guys have it, you know, written out. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and pick our projects. Sorry about that. I'm nervous because I know there's no repeats in here and there's some really good challenges. There's some good ones in here. I'm very excited about it. All right, here we go. Here's the first one, please. Before I open this, before I open this. I'm going to allow the vast majority to decide. Do we get to use a veto if we want? If you say yes to the veto, just in case, we will implement a veto on one of the projects. If there's no veto, whatever we pick is what it is. So Trisha says yes. Okay. Yes, we get one veto. Shirley Brown says no, no veto. Yes to veto. Okay, the majority is saying yes, so we get one veto. So we're going to pick all four, and then we will decide if we should utilize the veto, and then we'll pick another option. Okay? So now that we've decided yes to the veto, we're going to go ahead and open this. Here it goes. Do, 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 do. Okay, look. And I made sure to write all the things too. So this challenge is as follows. Ready? Stitch Academy, here we come. Create a make using a JTYA Stitch tutorial. Any make, any size. So that's the first challenge. Stitch Academy, here we come. Create a make using a JTYA Stitch tutorial. Any make, any size. All right, so I have tons of Stitch tutorials. I have a whole playlist. You can have the full run of the gambit. You can use one Stitch tutorial. You can use all of them. Doesn't matter. There's the first challenge. Very happy about that. Yay. All right. I have a feeling that this week will be a great week for challenges. I'm just saying. Let's shake and bake. It's shake and bake and I helped. Oh, I just noticed it's kind of dark in here. I'm okay with it. Are you guys okay with it being kind of dark? It keeps it cooler, right? All right, here we go. Ready? It's intimate. It's not bright. It's fine. Right, Brenda? It does look cozy. It's fine? Okay. I just want to make sure you guys are comfortable. You know? Oh, I'm a ham. All right, so let's go ahead and pick one out. Here we go. All right, you guys ready for this one? I can't see it. I don't know what it is. I always get nervous with this because I don't know what's in the card. All right, here we go. It says, think retro. Create a make that reminds you of the 60s, 70s, or 80s. Think retro. Create a make that reminds you of the 60s, 70s, or 80s. I love this one too. Oh, I love it. So you can think of like vintage colors. Susan K hit the nail right on the head. Fringe. Fringe is number one. You know what I mean? If you have to, Google it. Be like crochet 60s, crochet 70s, and see what they have out there, and then just create one of their makes. Excuse me. So we got a question about the 90s vintage. That's in a separate card. It's in here. Separate card. Oh, okay. We're going for number 3. We might not have to use the veto. Who knows? All right. I have to say the magic words. It's shake and bake and I helped. All right, here we go. Can you believe it, Rach? 90s is vintage because it's over 20 years. 2004 is considered vintage because it's over 20 years. I can't, my mind is blown. 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, that's all vintage, over 20 years. It's insane how fast time goes. All right, here we go, here we go. Option number 3, right here. I'm so nervous. Okay. We have make a small crossbody bag. So, crossbody bag, honestly, I'm going to be very clear with you guys, transparent. I'm kind of bagged out. But let's just set it to the side for right now. We have make a small cross body bag. That's option number 3. Right now, I have a feeling we may be using the veto, depending. We'll see. We'll see. Vast majority wins. Okay. Let's just do this. What are you shaking, bacon? I hailed. I love this jar too. For those of you guys that are wondering, I got this jar at Costco. It comes in a set of 4. I bought it when it was on sale. I got all 4. It was like on this like mega sale. I got all 4 of them for like 30 bucks, I think. All different sizes. There's one size larger. This is the second to the largest one, and then there's 2 smaller ones. All right, here we go. 4th and final choice. Here it goes. There it is. There's a lot to say here. Okay. Ready? I don't know why I got so creative with these cards. It's fine. It says, oh my, it's so bright. Create and make using neon colors. Must use more than one neon color. Any size, any make. All neons. So I love this. Oh my, it's so bright. Create and make using neon colors. Must use more than one neon color. Any size, any make. So there we have it. We have the 4 challenges. All right. Now, this one right here, I'm not a fan of. I'm going to be honest with you. The small cross body bag. Now, here's the thing. If I do the veto for this card and I pull out the card, we'll then decide, we as a team can decide which one of the 2. Is that fair? Because if we pull one out and it's not as good as a crossbody bag, I don't want to be stuck with that one that's worse than this one. You know what I mean? So let's veto the bag. Let's go ahead and shake it up. I'm going to veto the bag, guys. I'm sorry. You know why? I'll tell you why. I'm doing the beach bag, right? The Bethany beach bag. But then also my my members got a bag. So yeah, I don't know where it is, but yeah. I just made like 2 bags in 2 days. All right, let's go ahead and do this. All right, here we go. I like this one. Okay, I love this one. This says, make a cotton coaster set. 2 or more, must be larger than 3 inches. Use any colors you'd like. So yes, make a cotton coaster set, 2 or more, must be larger than 3 inches, any colors, all things. So I think this one here, the coaster set, is much better than the small crossbody bag. Can we just say that let's put this back in the jar for another day? Because maybe later on down the line, this one here is a good one, you know, but not right now. Because I just made some bags, you know what I mean? So there we go. I'm so excited for our challenges, guys. I'm more excited this week than I was last week with the challenges. And I love Mile a Minute, guys, because it's a vintage pattern. It's like we've been doing it forever, you know? But I'm more excited this week because I feel like your creative juices can flow a little better. Like there's more like breathing room, right? So let's go ahead and recap the 4 challenges. And double dipping is allowed. Triple dipping is allowed. You can be as creative as you want. You can make one. You don't have to make any, or you can do all of them. It's completely up to you. All right. So let's go ahead and recap all 4. The first one was Stitch Academy. Here we come. Create and make using a JTYA stitch tutorial. Any make, any size. Okay, so there's that. The next one we picked was Think Retro. Create a make that reminds you of the 60s, 70s, or 80s. And then we picked Oh my, it's so bright. Create a make using neon colors. Must use more than one neon color. Any size, any make. And then last but not least, we have make a cotton coaster set, 2 or more. Must be larger than 3 inches, any colors. So I'm excited, guys. I don't know about you, but listen, as soon as we go off, I'm going to pull out my crochet hook. Listen, look, I will start the things. I have cotton right here. I have a crochet hook right here. I will get started. I will get right to work. So I'm very excited. I need my coffee. Oh, thank you so much. By the way, as I mentioned earlier about the Maxi Challenge, so I will be adding different things like that into the jar. Like this week, I've introduced elemental challenges, seasonal challenges. I've also put in Maxi challenges. So now that our picks are done, I'm going to take the week to just go in and maybe add some Maxi challenges and get extra creative with the choices. I'm excited. So, yeah. And there, guys, there's tons of tutorials on the YouTube streets if you're not familiar with how to make a coaster. They're so simple. It's a one sesh crochet thing. Like you can literally sit down and make a coaster. Like they're just yay big and you're done. So I actually anticipate on seeing lots of coasters. And you can make neon coasters with fringe, right? Isn't that how you would be able to like double dip coasters in fringe with neon colors using one of the Stitch tutorials in the round? There you go. You have all 4. You could do all 4 if you want that way. I don't think coasters with fringe would look nice, but who knows? Someone out there could be extra creative. Right. I remember those, Dawn. Listen, full disclosure, when I was a little kid back in the mid-'80s, we used to wear the crop tops as kids, and my sisters would have like the sleeves cut up, and it would be like little strings of t-shirt, and it would be like cut in a diamond, and you'd have like the little slices. I remember that. That's very 80s. Wow. With cut off jean shorts and jellies. Who remembers the jellies from the 80s? The I guess they're called slip-on shoes, called jellies. Oh my goodness. Times they do change, don't they? Insane. The jelly shoes, yep. I remember, I know how they feel too. Like when my sisters and I would like get into little spats. Yeah, I've had some tossed at me like little chanclas, like, psst, and I know how they feel. They sting. I still remember how they feel. The blister shoes, absolutely, for sure, right? Oh my goodness, insane. Guys, I am so excited about these challenges. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions out there about these challenges? Are we good? I think we're good, right? They were not comfortable. I would be the one laughing at my sisters because they would like fuss about, having jelly shoes, not realizing they were about to get blisters. And I would have the Velcro sneakers, the Ruse. Who remembers the Ruse sneakers? And there were like 2 little fold over Velcro straps. I loved my sneakers. They were so cool, But the girls, my sisters, they would fuss and fight over those glitter jellies. You remember the jellies that had like glitter in the shoe? They were purple, pink. I mean, you name it, they had all the colors. You're good. You finally got the challenge you wanted. I'd love that for you. So, so good. Yours had all the glitter. Yours had all the glitter. I love it. It's so good. Hello, Cindy Lou. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. You had LA Gears. Oh, do you guys remember were they LA Gears with the basketball and the tongue of the sneaker, like you would squeeze it and it would pump up? Or were they Reeboks? I can't remember. LA Gear or Reeboks, but they had the little basketball and you went like this and it kind of blew up the shoe. Reebok pump. I remember those. Coasters are awesome too. You've made those. So, so cool. I don't think I have neon cotton. So I don't think I'm going to be able to double dip that, but I do have cotton for sure. Do they still, they don't make those anymore, right? Jelly shoes made your feet smell awful. That's too funny. I love it. It's so, so good. Converse high tops did that as well. LA Gear, yep. I think that was more early 90s though, guys, right? Like Hammer Pants and Reebok pumps, LA, yep. Like burning flesh. I can't relate. I have no idea what those jellies felt like on the feet of all the girls who fussed and fought over those. But I do know that like everybody sold them. Everybody. No matter where you went, you'd be able to find those jelly shoes. I don't know. And then you remember the jelly bracelets? And you collected them and you could fold them in half and join them together, and it was like all the things, and you'd have all the bracelets on your hands and you'd trade them off and they were different colors. I'm telling my age and I hate that. But I know a lot of you guys can relate, so I don't feel bad about talking about the 80s. So it's fine. White Keds, no shoestrings. I remember those too, yep. How about the swatch? I can't recall what swatch. You love the 80s hairstyle? Oh, so I used to have a high top. There was this huge comb that the barber would put in like this and lift up the hair and then take the clippers and do this. And then we would use gel and it would be a flat, like a flat top. It was the thing. I remember that as a kid. I loved it. Flat tops. They had 3-inch tall bangs. Oh yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the girls would curl their hair, right, half up, half down. The part that was curled back, hairspray, 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 tease, 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 and it'd be a big old puff ball up there, and then the bangs would come down like this. It was a whole thing. And then the wings. Take the curling iron, roll it back, tease, tease, tease. It was like wings and then the puff ball at the top. Trust me, 10 Sisters, I know all about Aquanet. Oh my goodness. That purple can with the net on it drove me nuts. It gave me a headache every morning. It's all you heard for like 1 hour while everyone was getting ready for school. Tss, 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 tss. Like, as if they were painting pictures with, you know. Tease, 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 wings, all the things. And then they were curled at the bottom. It's too funny. I love it. Aquanet and Rave. Yes, Rave. And then the Spritz and the Mousse and all the things. So, so good. You were in the Bronx during that era. Wow. Your hair was long. It was the smell for me, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't mind the sound as much. It was the smell of the Aquanet, because when it's a lot, I mean, it can give you a headache. Absolutely. Leg warmers, still love them. You know what? I just realized I don't have leg warmers in there, but that's okay. We don't have to add it just yet. You guys gave me an amazing list to add to this. So yeah, love that. Very excited. So I got to tell you guys, as far as the lineup for this weekend, this is the first time I'm announcing it. The day job has me tied up on Friday and Saturday at night. I'm working double shifts on Friday and Saturday, unfortunately. So I won't be out of the day job until 10 p.m. 2 very long back-to-back days. So unfortunately, Saturday night date night will have to move. I can't do Saturday night date night, unfortunately. I may have to cancel it. But what I am going to do is one after dark. So when I do come home from the day job and I get myself situated, I'm going to come on and do a, JTYA After Dark. So if you're up and available, I'll be available. I'm still going to go on, but just giving you guys the PSA on that. All right. And then for my members, normally we have a members only live on Fridays. I believe it's Friday. Yeah. On Fridays, we have members only live. It's going to be recorded video, a members only video for Friday, since I'm not going to be able to host the live. So just putting that out there for the members. Okay. Late night, date night. Absolutely, Krista. Because I don't like to cancel. Like I'm big on that. I don't like to cancel. So if I can figure out a way around it, I will. So just to recap, members will get a video on Friday in lieu of the live. And then on Saturday, it's going to be a late night, date night. All right. So you might fall asleep during the live. You might be surprised with as strong as this coffee is. Oh my goodness. I got a couple of different brands of coffee in this one. It's mostly Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut coffee, but I also have Black Rifle in here. I also have HEB coffee in here. So yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for the thummies. I just noticed we hit over 200 thummies. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I just wanted to ask you guys, that are here. Do you guys like this? Do you guys like the Taco Tuesdays? I got to tell you, I absolutely love it. And I don't foresee this ending anytime soon. So I'm going to keep doing it so long as there's interest. Just letting you guys know. Because some people have asked me via direct message, like, how long is this going to go for? I think it's going to go long as there's interest, And as long as I get you guys involved and you guys give me ideas, I'm going to do the things, I think it's so cool. All right. As long as you like it, I love it. And we're going to keep doing it. All right. So, and like I said, if I feel that interest is falling off, we'll figure out something else, because it's all about keeping your interest. We want everyone to keep the things on the hook. All right. So I'm going to wrap up today's Tuesday live. Thank you so much for being here with me. You guys got the challenges. I'm going to put the post in the post tab. I will do the things in the Facebook group, so you guys have a list of what it is the challenges are all about. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Okay, guys? So that is all I have. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye, guys. Bye.